Then we can, now we are discussing about countries. In that we are discussing now at about Egypt. Egypt, a country linking Northeast Africa with the Middle East, dates to the time of the pharaohs. Millennia, old monuments sit along the fertile Nile River valley, including Giza's colossal pyramids and great sphinx, as well as sphinx means Sphinx, as well as Luxor's hieroglyph linked Karnak temple and the Valley of the King's Tombs. The capital Cairo is home to Ottoman landmarks like Muhammad Ali Mosque and the Egyptian Museum, a trove of antiquities. Then the next point is Egypt an Arab or African country? Although Egypt sits in the north of America, Egypt sits in the north of the African continent. It is considered by many Egypt is an Arab or African country. Although Egypt sits in the north of the African continent, it is considered by many to be a Middle Eastern country, partly because the main spoken language there is Egyptian Arabic. The main religion is Islam and it's a member of the Arab League. Why Egypt is so famous? Egypt is very famous for its ancient civilization and the monuments of the majestic pharaohs such as the Great Pyramids of Giza, the Great Sphinx, the Egyptian Museum, the Jam means the Grand Egyptian Museum, Saqqara and the Dahshur, Dahshur, Dahshur. Then next point is why Egypt is so rich. Egypt's trade balance marked $10.36 billion in financial year 2005 compared to US dollar $7.5 billion. So Egypt's main exports consist of natural gas. Exports are natural gas and non-petroleum products such as ready-made cloths, cotton textiles, medical and petrochemical products, citrus fruits, rice and dried onion, and more recently cement, steel and ceramics. So these are the exports. We should remember that Egypt is why Egypt is so rich means by these exports only. They are exporting how many types of products? Cloths, cotton textiles, medical and petrochemical products, citrus fruits, rice and dried onion, and more recently cement, steel and ceramics. So this is the information. And Egypt's trade balance marked $10.36 billion in financial year 2005 and compared to $7.5 billion US compared to US $7.5 billion. So exports are very high in Egypt. That is the significance of Egypt. And then next point is Egyptian white or black. Mainstream scholars reject the notion that Egypt was a white or black civilization. They maintain that despite the phenotypic diversity of ancient and present day Egyptians applying modern nations of black or white races to ancient Egypt is anarch, anarcho, anachronistic. Anachronistic. Anarchonic. Anarchonistic. Then the next point is are all Egyptians rich? Living standards in Egypt are low by international standards and have declined consistently since 1990. According to United Nations figures, 30% of the population live below the poverty line. Is Egypt rich in gold? ranked sixth long Arab peers in gold holdings with 77.4 tons. Egypt is land rich in gold as it is situated on the Arabian Nubian Shield, and rich gold deposits are found throughout the region. Then the next point is, where are the world's oldest dress found? Archaeology magazine, new radiocarbon dating finds that a dress discovered in Egypt is at least 5,100 years old. It is almost impossible to imagine that an item of clothing worn thousands of years ago has survived to the present day. And then the next point is, how does Egypt make money? Egypt's economy relies mainly on agriculture, media, petroleum imports also, and natural gas, tourism, and note, top three trade partners are calculated by imports plus exports also. Then the next point is, what is the oldest civilization in the world? The Sumerian oldest civilization is Sumerian civilization is the oldest civilization known to mankind. The term Sumer is today used to designate southern Mesopotamia in 3000 BC before Christ. A flourishing urban civilization existed, the Sumerian civilization, and was predominantly agricultural and had community life. What race built the pyramids? It was the Egyptians who built the pyramids. Then next point is, what religion is Egyptian? The country is majority Sunni Muslims, estimated up to 85 to from 85 to 90% of the population, with the next largest religious group being Coptic Orthodox Christians, with estimates ranging from 5 to 10%. And then next point is, what did the Egyptians eat? The ancient Egyptians loved garlic. Garlic they love so much. They also ate green vegetables, lentils, figs, dates, onions, fish, birds, eggs, cheese, and butter. Their staple foods were bread and beer. Breads were sweetened with dates, honey, and figs or dates. This is the information regarding the Egyptians eating foods. This is the information, and these will give a basic idea those who are interested to go to Egypt, and if by job purpose or something they want to settle in Egypt, by their relatives are there in Egypt, and so that also someone will go. If elder brother is settled in Egypt by job, then smaller brother also will like to go to Egypt. That time he wants to know the basics of about Egypt. That time it will be very useful. So wishing you all the best. It is a basic information regarding Egypt.